So SAP TMS, like SAP TMS, SAP Transport Management System. So the main motive of this concept is for transporting the development data, transporting the objects, transporting the objects from one to another. One to another means, so one SAP system to another SAP system here, right? So like this is the development system. So this is the quality system. So this is the production system here, right? So using the transport management system, from here to here, we will do the transports. So why? Because here we have this is the development system here. This is the development system. This is the quality system. So this is the production system here, right? So from development to quality, we need to do the development to quality here. We will perform the, like here, all the developers will do the development activities here. Then after that, they will move the changes to the quality system here. They will move the changes to the quality system. Here quality, all the testing will be done by the testers. All the testings, all required testings will be done by the testers. Then once the testing is successful here, once the testing is successful here, they will move the changes to the, once testing is successful here, then they will move the changes to the target system here. They will move the changes to the target. Target means, so the production, it will go the changes to the production here, right? It will more go, they will go the changes to the here. So entire this procedure will done by an TMS configuration, TMS transport. So suppose if you want to move to one city to one place to other place, you need a transport, right? You, via transport, you will go to the, via transport, you will go to the, so respective quality system and respective production system, quality and production systems, you will go via transport here. So in case of the transports, so via transport, it will go to the quality, quality to production, you will go here, right? So to perform this activity, first of all, we need to perform the TMS configuration. We have to perform it here. TMS, the configuration, we have to perform it here. TMS means transport management system. So this configuration, we have to perform it. So first of all, you need to perform the road configuration, right? Road configuration. Then only we can move to the one to another place. We have to move it here. One place to another place, you will go to here. One place to another place, you will transport here. Right? So, one to another place, we have to do this one here, right? So TMS configuration here. So to to perform this one, what we required is, first of all, we need to, as part of the TMS configuration, to perform the configuration itself is only the one of the big difference here. So to perform the configuration, in out of these three systems, one system should be in the TMS configuration. One system should be in the domain controller. So here we need to choose one system as domain controller system. Out of these three systems or four systems, one system you have to make it as a domain controller here. Domain controller means control the systems. Domain controller means control the other systems, control the systems within the landscape, that is called the domain controller. So domain controller will control the other systems in the landscape, called the domain controller. Suppose like, so controller, control is the control, he will control the systems. Domain controller, within the domain means landscape, within the domain, so he will control the systems. Suppose if you choose development,
Audio is very low.
there is very low. Is it okay?
No, sir, still in no.
For us, it is fine.
It was good earlier, later it
Yeah,
became low.
Now also.
Same.
Okay, I removed the headset. I think it's good now.
Yes, sir. No.
Yes.
Okay, let me speak loudly as well. Okay, some headset giving the error. Fine. So, first of all, as part of the TMS configuration, we need to make one system as domain controller. So why means, first of all, you should know about the domain controller. Domain controller will control the other systems in the landscape. Means how the team lead will control the other members in a team, same as like in the domain controller, he will control the other systems in the landscape. Controlling means, okay, this request should go this system, this request should go this system after that. So like that, he will control it. All those things will be controlling but done by the domain controller. To perform this domain controller system here, out of these three systems, any system you have to log in. Then with how to log in? With 000 client, you have to log in. With any user, either DDIC or any 000 user, you have to log in. Then execute the transaction code STMS. Then provide the domain underscore SID. Suppose if your domain controller system is like a, so domain controller is like dev or so NW1, then you need to log into the NW1, then you need to give the NW1 system details and save it. Then that system has the domain controller. Whatever the SID you are giving here under the domain, that is the domain controller SID. That is the SID of the domain controller, right? So if you give quality, then you need to quality. If you want to make quality system as a domain controller, then you need to log into the domain controller quality system. Then same steps you have to log in. Then here you need to give the domain underscore QAS or ECD or ECP. You need to provide it here, save it. Then the develop quality as a domain controller system here, right? So like that we have to log in. So here we have the three systems here, right? So one is the ECD, ECP and NW1 system we have. Suppose like NW1 as a domain controller, then we need to log into the NW1 system. So any one of the user ID and password. So then go to the STMS concept here, STMS. So already there here, then delete the configuration first.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, domain controller system should be production or any system we can.
Maybe any system, that is your choice. Your organization will choose that one. So normally SAP recommend to go with the production. Some organizations, they will choose the development, either development or production system. Anyone, you can choose it.
Okay.
So here the domain underscore SID you need to give it. So it's the same system, right? So NW1, NW1. So then click on the save button. It will ask the, while doing this configuration, domain controller configuration, or some other steps like adding the systems into domain controller. So they are the by default configuration will be created, default configuration, which means when you are doing this configuration in the 000 client, TMS ADM user will be created. Then in the SM59, two RFC destinations will be created. In the two RFC destination, one is the TMS ADM and TMS SUP RFC destinations will be created. There is a one job will be triggered. RDD IMP DP job will be scheduled status here. So one user, two RFC destinations, one job will be triggered in the each and every system. Suppose I am doing in the domain controller NW1, one user is getting created. You can see the user details here. It is asking the password. Set user for TMS ADM. right? Then you are in the logged in as a domain controller here, right? So suppose if you want to see, you can go to the SE01, you can go to the TMS ADM. There is a user got created just now, right? So then if you go to the SM59, they are the two RFC destinations will be created. One is the TMS ADM, TMS SVP. This is the main RFC destination, which will tell us which connection is working and everything. So then here in the destination TMS ADM user will be maintained here. So the connection should be success here. So to move the data from one system to another system, so here we can use the TMS configuration. In the TMS configuration, these TMS destinations will be used to transfer the data. Okay, so that's why every system you performing in the NW1, there the two RFC destinations are created, right? Then if you perform in the ECD, then two more RFC destinations will come, right? So this is called the domain controller creation. How to create the domain controller means log into the any system 000 system STMS, just to provide the domain underscore SID, save it, then it will create the save it, then it will create the domain controller. It will create the domain controller in the system. It will create the domain controller in the system here. Okay, domain controller system here. So then so once you provide it, domain controller, suppose like you have taken the NW1 as a domain controller, but we have the other systems also is there, ECD, some other systems also is there here, right? ECP. Then how to integrate, how to include other systems into domain controller? In that case also you need to log into the 000 client, right? Other systems quality, but because out of these three systems, suppose like you have the three branches, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai. You have the three branch. In the out of the three branches, one branch has a main system. Means one branch has a domain controller system. This main branch will manage the all the sub branches. But how to include other batches, other systems into domain controller here? In that case, log into the 000 client here, right? 000 client, then provide the details here, 000 client, then so log in with the DDIC or anything, then provide the STMS, then provide the domain controller name as like domain underscore NW1, not the quality. If you provide the quality, then quality has a separate domain controller. Here it is the one, here is the one, two domain controller. In the system, only one should be there in the landscape. So then this system you are adding, so this system details, this main branch details you have to provide to the here, then save it here. Save, you have to save the configuration. Suppose example, if you go to the here, then go to the 000, then DDIC.
Sir,
Then
only DDIC user only we need to log, sir. Only any
000,
user.
if you have any other user, those user also you can use it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So maximum DDIC will be enabled, right? So then we can also use, any user can use it, not a problem.
Okay.
Then you can go to here. So here also ECD configured, that is the wrong one, right? So I think that is configured wrongly. So in separate domain controller, ECD is the separate domain controller here. I am deleting the configuration here, right? So then, so now when you first time, when you enter it here, it will ask the, so then other configuration. Then what is the target host here? The target host is the online, what is the instance number? 00, not 0010. So click on the OK. Then what is the password? Mean the target development system details I am giving here. Error in opening the RFC destination. Why? Because target system ports are not activated. So that's the reason. So we are getting this error. So now what we can do, we can only do the two systems here, ECD, ECP here. Okay. Just leave the other two systems. The ports sometimes we may have to open. That's fine. I'm configuring ECD as a domain controller here, right? So I have configured here ECD as a domain controller here. Then, so now you need to add the other systems. So first of all, first topic is in the TMS, how to configure the domain controller. In out of two systems or three systems, you need to make one system as a domain controller. Then for that one, you need to log into the 000 DDIC STMS domain underscore SID. That respect to SID, you need to give it, save it. Then, so how to add other systems into domain controller, means sub branches into main branch. In that case also, what we have to do, we need to log into the other system. Suppose like ECP we need to add into the domain controller, then log into the ECP, then log into the systems. Okay, STMS. Okay, STMS configuration. So here, we can delete this configuration. If you want to delete, it's already configured. If it isn't delete, go to the extract, delete the configuration. Okay. Then it is asking the ECD only, domain underscore ECD. Then provide the ECD details. Why? Because ECP we are adding into the EC. Just provide this one. Must be identical. Okay. So ECP we are given the ECD, means the sub branch is the ECP. This is waiting to be included in the domain controller. Domain controller system is the ECD, right? It is waiting for included, right? So then go to here, go to STMS systems, then you see ECD ECP system, but ECP status is active, but this is waiting to be included. Then in this case, system, here click on the approve button. Just click on the approve button. What will happen? ECD ECP will be added to the ECD, right? So ECP will be added to the ECD domain controller. This is adding now. Okay, system is included in the domain, which means in every system you have two systems now, means 2 into 2 4 RFC destinations will be created. Each system there is a 2 RFC destination, TMS ADM ECD, TMS SUP ECD, TMS ADM ECP, TMS ADM SCP ECP. They are the 2 RFC destinations here, right? So here, so these 2 RFC destinations, each and every system, they are the 2 RFC destinations. Then one user, one job will be triggered, right? So your RFC destinations will show like 4, right? It will show like 4 here. Why? Because 2 plus 2, right? 4. So 4 RFC ECP 2 and ECD 2. That's why. So 4 RFC destinations are created here. 2 systems are here. We have added 4 RFC destinations are created in the system here. So now ECP, you have added the systems here, right? So this is the adding the domain controller. The remaining here the how to add the other systems into domain controller. Once you have done all the configuration, we need to perform from STMS 000 configuration. STMS 000 configuration, we have to use it here STMS. The 000 configuration, we have to perform it using this configuration. Okay. Using this configuration, we have to perform this configuration, right? So then system is included. Your system will be included in the domain controller here. Once done, we need to configure the next one is the transport routes and transport layers. Transport routes and transport layers here. So the next one is the transport layers. Total 4 subtop 4 main things here. One is the domain controller. Second one is the how to add the systems into domain controller. Next one is the transport layers. Next one is the transport routes. They are the, so two more things are there. Transport layers. Transport layers are two types here. Two types of transport layers here. One is the SAP layer. Then second one is the ZSID layer. ZSID layer here. ZSID layer means ZECD or ECP layer here. So what is does it mean? My means all SAP layer means lane, layer, lane. When you are going for the national highway, you have the lanes, right? So left side lane, right side lane, middle lane, you have the lanes. What does it mean by lanes? Why they have created? Means small vehicles in the one way, and second way, small like unconfirmed drivers in the middle lane. High overtake vehicles or high heavy vehicles should go to the right lane. We have the lanes. Same here also. When the data is moving from development to quality, so SAP standard objects will go via SAP layer. Then customized objects where our our development people are developed, those objects will go via ZSID layer. ZSID layer here, SAP layer and ZSID layer here. There are the two types of layers are there here. Okay, that is the one important thing here. Okay, so then routes. Routes means road. Routes means road here on our language. There are the two types of roads also there here. One is the consolidation route. Consolidation route and delivery route. Consolidation route and delivery route here. So consolidation means the route between development to quality is called the consolidation. The route between quality to production is called the delivery route here. Delivery route. This is the consolidation route. Means customization route here. Consolidation route. Development to quality consolidation. Quality to production is called the delivery. Final delivery we are giving here. This is the Hyderabad to Bangalore. So you are transferring some data here via road using these lanes, right? So here, so if the SAP custom objects, then they will use the ZSAD layer. Then via development layer, it will go to the here. From here, once the testing is done, then it will go to the production. Final delivery will happen into the production system here, right? So here to perform this configuration, go to the STMS is that. So here, not the STMS, go to the STMS inside. Then here go to the routes, transport routes here. So here click on the change button, go to standard configuration. We have the two systems, development and production. Then ECD, then ECP is our production, right? You can configure like this. Then as soon as your configuration is done here, so here the display will come, the display, the systems will come here, right? So here, if you see here, so I just zoom in. Okay, so here ECD, ECP, ECD, whatever the objects they have developed, that will go to the finally production. But here, how they will go? Via this lane, which means it should be SAP layer. SAP layer. SAP layer means we have the SAP standard objects will go via this layer. ZSAD means customization objects, where our developers are deployed the objects that will go via this layer, means ZSAD layer here, ZSAD layer here, SAP layer and ZSAD layer, it will go here.
But hi, sir. Transport records will go over the jet layer, sir. Means
Customization means where our developers, not the standard objects, customization objects that will go via ZSID layer. Only standard objects, SAP standard objects during the support pack time, it will go via this layer to here.
Okay. And the transport layer, sir, transport route configuration in the domain controller we need to do, sir. Any system we can do.
Yeah, domain control only we have to do it. Transport target groups we have to do it here. We have to do it in the domain. Everything we have to do it in the 000 domain controller. Right?
Okay,
So
sir.
everything we have to do it here itself.
Thank you, sir.
So this is the what we have to do it here as part of the TMS configuration. So there is a next one will come transport target group, but you are first of all you should complete this one. You should understand all those things, right? So that's why. So I just why because it's a very big topic, not the one day topic here. It's a very big topic here. This one TMS configurations. So today what we discussed is here. So domain controller. So TMS as part of the TMS here. So why I'm repeating here, just is kind of some small confusing topic here. So all the configuration we have to perform using the STMS only. Even transport movement also STMS only. Configuration also STMS only. Everything, each and everything, one eki transaction code that is called the STMS is the transaction code. So first of all, domain controller configuration. Then how to next one is the add the sub branches, add the systems into domain controller configuration, add the systems into domain controller. So once done it here, then so transport routes configuration, transport layers configuration. So these are the things we have to do it here. So here you see here, if you add the one more system, this is the, so from here to here, it is going here. This is the consolidation route. This is the delivery route only. Only one route is there here. Single way, one way. That is the consolidation. That is the, if you have the one more system, one development to quality, that is called the one system, and the quality to one more system, that is called the production system here. That is called the, so two routes, consolidation and delivery. One is the consolidation, second one is the delivery route. Yeah, finally delivery we are giving to the production. Then production always will be the delivery route system. So development we will do, that is the development system. So transport layers, two types of layers here. So layers will be in the development only, right? That's why we have the development route layers only, right? So this is the way we have to perform the TMS configurations, right? So main thing is you should remember everything we have to do it in the STMS 000 client only. STMS 000 client only we have to do these configurations. Okay, STMS 000 client only we have to perform these configurations. So transport domain controller creation, adding the systems into domain controller, transport routes and transport layers. Entire this configuration by default configuration will be TMS ADM usually created, two RFC destinations will be created, then one job will be triggered, that is called the RDD IMPDP job will be triggered here. Okay, RDD IMPDP job will be triggered here in this case. Okay, got it? Any questions, anyone?
Yes, sir, I have.
Yes.
Whenever we adding a new system in domain controller, that time every means two RFC will create automatically, no?
Right.
For each and every system.
Right. Two RFCs, 000 client user, and one job, RDD IMPDP job. These three are will be generated in the backend. So that's why people will ask in the interview point of time, while adding the systems or while creating the TMS configuration, what are the default configuration will be created in the systems. So these three will be created by default.
Okay, where we can see this job?
SM37, where can you see the jobs?
Yes, this job.
Right?
RD.
Yeah, RDD, same job, any job SM37.
Okay.
Any destination SM59, any user 000 TMS ADM user. So any user in SU01 we will do.
Sir, RDD, IMP job, we can see in the both systems or only in the domain
No,
controller?
no, all the systems, whatever the systems you have, all the systems we can see it. Let's see here in the every system. Without this job, RDD, IMPDB job, your transports will not move. So that is the main thing here. RDD, IMPDB. The transports will not move without this one. So this is a very important jobs here. It will be scheduled status. So it will be scheduled status here. Yes, see here RDD, IMPDB job. It will be there. Otherwise, transports, you cannot import any transports. Okay, so what you just I'm stopping it here only. Why? Because some small kind of confusion topic here. So what I'm doing, I'm deleting the configuration here. Why? Because you can do the configuration. So just do nothing. If someone is configured, just go to the extras, delete it. Extras and delete the configuration. That's it. Okay. Don't. So TMS is not configured. Again, go to extras, delete the configuration. So this is fine. This we can keep it. This system we can do that. And W1. Okay, like that. So we can delete the configurations. You can delete it configuration so that others also will configure it. I deleted so that if anyone wants to configure, you can use the ECD, ECP systems. So let me change the password.